If you believe the stories, mankind's pride gave rise to the Darkspawn. Countless in number and toxic to all life, Darkspawns search endlessly for an archdemon. When they find one, Darkspawn armies surge up from their corrupt barrows beneath the ground, and a blight begins. Grey Wardens are the only warriors capable of destroying an archdemon, and history always honors the one who sacrifices all to kill the beast. In the fifth blight, the Warden was the hero of Ferelden, a mage living in the Circle Tower at Lake Calenhad. Drawn into an escape plot by another mage, the hero became snared in the Circle's dangerous politics. Duncan, a Grey Warden, helped the mage escape to a new life as a warden. The allied Ferelden and Grey Warden forces met in Ostagar, where King Kaelin's armies and a host of wardens gathered, ready to destroy the Darkspawn. But valor turned to despair as Loghain betrayed his king. Kaelin's forces were slaughtered, and the south was lost. The hero, now a full-fledged Grey Warden, survived with the aid of Flemeth, the mysterious witch of the wilds. Joined by Flemeth's daughter, Morrigan, and a Grey Warden named Alistair, the hero set out to build an army strong enough to abolish the Blight. With the traitorous Loghain now seated on Ferelden's throne, the Warden sought help from the influential Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. However, they arrived in Redcliffe to find the town under siege. As each night, undead rose in waves and assailed the battered village. With the hero's help, the people of Redcliffe stood fast against the undead horde. The Wardens reached Arl Eamon's castle only to find the Arl lying at the edge of death, and his court fallen into madness. To save his father's life, Eamon's young son, Connor, had made a deal with a demon, and quickly fallen victim to its possession. The hero intervened, freeing Connor from possession, and breaking the demon's hold over Redcliffe. But deals with demons are never straightforward. The demon agreed only to save Eamon's life, not restored him to health. Arl Eamon needed a miracle to recover. The hero located an urn containing the sacred ashes of Andraste, which were said to cure any ailment. The urn was protected by ancient traps, tests of will, and a dragon-worshipping cult that wanted to twist the urn's power to its own ends. The urn remained pure, but mysteriously disappeared after the Wardens departed. Only the temple dedicated to it still stands. With a pinch of the ashes, the hero restored the Arl to health. Informed of Loghain's treachery, Eamon swore his political and military support. The Circles of Magi are bound by oath to aid the Grey Wardens in times of blight. However, Lake Calenhad's tower could offer little help. One of its mages, Uldred, had become possessed by a pride demon and was twisting other Circle mages into abominations. The hero fought to the top of the tower and defeated Uldred, saving the remaining mages. Grateful for their lives, the mages joined the Warden's army. The allies gained at the Circle were not the only soldiers to join the Warden's forces, however. Dalish elves don't usually make alliances, but even deep hatred can be set aside in the face of oblivion. An ancient curse was destroying Ferelden's largest Dalish clans, turning the elves into werewolves. Zathrian, the clan's keeper, claimed that the cure required the heart of the great wolf, Witherfang. Years before, Zathrain himself had afflicted a group of humans with the curse that now ravaged his clan. As long as he lived, the curse endured. The hero freed the werewolves from the long-standing curse, and the Dalish joined the Warden's forces. Blights may happen hundreds of years apart, but the dwarves who live below the surface of Thedas fight Darkspawn every day. No one is better schooled in battling Darkspawn than the warriors of Orzammar, except perhaps their allies of old, the Grey Wardens. The hero arrived in Orzammar in the wake of King Endrin's death to find political factions fighting for control of the dwarven capital. Only the vote of a venerated paragon could break the deadlock to elect a ruler, and order the dwarves to honor their Grey Warden treaty and join the battle against the new blight. The hero set off to find a paragon named Branka, who had disappeared into the Deep Roads in search of a legendary artifact, the Anvil of the Void, created by the renowned smith Caridin to forge mighty war golems. The hero helped Caridin destroy the Anvil of the Void, along with the dark secrets that could trap a living soul inside a mechanical construct. The hero emerged from the Deep Roads with a master-forged crown to bestow the Paragon's favor upon whichever rival candidate would be crowned king. Balin, the youngest son of King Endrin who was suspected of foul play, or Haramont, the aging traditionalist backed by the Dwarven Assembly. Balin followed his father to the throne. He leads with a ruthless but progressive hand, seeking to re-establish ties to the surface kingdoms. With Dwarden's strength now bolstering the Warden's army, the hero had to deal with Loghain, so Ferelden could stand unified against the Darkspawn, before the Blight swallowed the world. The kingdom of Ferelden stood divided. While some nobles supported Loghain's regency, others condemned his inaction against the Darkspawn. Civil war brewed, and Arl Eamon called a landsmeet in hopes of curtailing the conflict and removing Loghain from the throne. Alistair ended Loghain's life in the name of justice for the Wardens who died at Ostagar. As the Warden's united army massed in Redcliffe, the Darkspawn overran Denerim, laying siege to Ferelden's capital city. The hero's army fought valiantly through Denerim and broke the Darkspawn siege. On Fort Dracon's highest tower, the hero's strongest allies fought alongside the Warden in a final heroic battle against the massive Archdemon. The Archdemon was killed without the sacrifice of a Grey Warden's life. With no Archdemon to lead them, the Darkspawn scattered. Most fled underground, still teeming in number and always seeking a new Archdemon to awaken. The shattered kingdom of Ferelden embarked on a long journey to recovery. In the Blight's aftermath, strong leadership was crucial. Honora McTeer, daughter of Terran Loghain and widow of King Kaelin, assumed the throne of Ferelden after the Fifth Blight was ended. Ferelden still stands, as obstinate and resolute as the Dog Lords ever are, but the events of the Fifth Blight loom over it as the nation rebuilds. For people across Thedas, legends of the hero of Ferelden remain the nation's brightest beacons of hope during its darkest times. It all began in Kirkwall, the fall of Knight Commander Meredith, the Qunari uprising, and of course, the Chantry's destruction and the onset of Mage Rebellion. One person always stood amidst the swirling chaos: Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall. The Hawk family fled Lothering, refugees from the Blight. Leandra, mother of the champion, and siblings Bethany and Carver, hoped to find refuge at her family's estate in Kirkwall, far to the north. While Hawk had no magical abilities, the champion was at the heart of events that ultimately led to the Mage Rebellion. The Hawks escaped the Blight with the help of Aveline Valen, a warrior and family friend. It's said that the family was also aided by Flemeth, the notorious Witch of the Wilds. Hawk's brother, Carver, never reached the Free Marches. He was killed by Darkspawn while protecting his family. The family's first years in Kirkwall were difficult. Leandra's brother Gamlin had lost the family fortune. The Hawks lived in poverty, forced to indenture themselves in return for entrance to the city. To pay off the debt, Hawk was forced to work for a gang of smugglers. All the while, Hawk and Bethany did their best to hide Bethany's magic from the Templars. Opportunity eventually struck in the form of a dwarf named Bartran Tethras, who was planning an expedition to the Deep Roads. It was a long shot, but with gold gained from the expedition, Hawk could free the family from its criminal creditors and further Templar scrutiny. Hawk met a rogue Grey Warden named Anders, who possessed detailed maps of the deep roads. These maps were crucial to the expedition's success. Once Hawk obtained them, everything else fell quickly into place. Afraid to lose another sibling, Hawk insisted that Bethany stay in Kirkwall rather than accompany the expedition. Hawk did find ancient dwarven treasure, but the group also stumbled upon a statuette formed from a strange red lyrium. Upon returning to the surface, Hawk found Templars taking Bethany away. Her magic had been discovered. She joined a mage circle soon after. The gold Hawk recovered from the deep roads brought back Leandra's stately childhood home in Hightown. The Hawks had barely settled into their new home when Leandra was murdered. A deeply sinister and twisted killing. Hawk hunted down Quentin, the blood mage responsible, but could not prevent Leandra's death. Leandra's tragic death was part of a critical problem facing Kirkwall. Rising tension between the city's mages, who felt increasingly oppressed, and Templars, who grew increasingly suspicious of their activities. Adding to the strain, a large contingent of Qunari had also established themselves in Kirkwall, much to the growing discomfort of the city's rulers. After their dreadnought was shipwrecked many years before, a group of stranded Qunari were allowed to remain in a cordoned-off area in Lowtown. As time passed, the Qunari made no effort to return home, and offered no explanation about why they remained. Tensions rose to a breaking point. Revered Mother Patrice, convinced the Qunari were a threat to the Chantry's faith, incited violence between the Qunari and the Kirkwall populace. Hawk knew that Patrice would bring about unnecessary conflict. Though the champion tried to stop her, Patrice orchestrated the murder of Seamus Dumar, a Viscount's son and a recent convert to the Qun. When her crime was discovered, a Qunari assassin killed her. After Seamus was murdered, the Arishok of the Qunari group lost patience with the humans of Kirkwall. They would now submit to the Qun or die. The Qunari struck hard and fast. They took the palace in Hightown and beheaded the Viscount to immediately quash any resistance. Aided by Knight Commander Meredith and First Enchanter Orsino, Hawk reached the palace and stood toe-to-toe with the fearsome Qunari leader. Hawk fought the Qunari leader. The fierce battle resulted in the Arishok's death and the liberation of Kirkwall from its brief occupation. The Qunari quickly withdrew from the city entirely. Hawk saved Kirkwall and earned the grudging respect of the city's Templars, mages, and nobility, along with the title that history remembers, the Champion of Kirkwall. Kirkwall's problems were still not over, however. After Viscount Dumar's death, Knight Commander Meredith took power and blocked all attempts to appoint a new Viscount. Under Meredith's command, the Templars tightened their grip on the mages, planning to suppress what Meredith saw as a growing rebellion. Anders, who spent years fighting for justice and freedom for his fellow mages, saw that the time for negotiation was past. He destroyed Kirkwall's chantry, killing hundreds, including Grand Cleric Elthina. This single act began a rebellion that spread from circle to circle, until all circles of Magi had risen up in defiance against chantry rule. Though Anders had done the unforgivable, something stayed the champion's hand. Anders survived the day, although many others did not. Fighting spread swiftly through the city. Some mages rebelled openly, many of them succumbing to possession. Templars turned their swords on mages who rebelled and on those who did not. As First Enchanter Orsino refused to bend to the Templars, Knight Commander Meredith demanded that every mage in Kirkwall be put to the sword. The Templars found an ally in the champion, who fought alongside them to quash the rebellious mages. In the end, the Templars placed Hawk on the Viscount's throne, for a time at least. The battle proved one thing. Knight Commander Meredith had gone mad. Hawk saw the truth of it when Meredith unsheathed her sword, and the red lyrium idol from the deep roads was embedded within it. The blade fueled her hatred and paranoia, as it had for months. After a horrific battle, the red lyrium of the Knight Commander's sword consumed her as she died. Meredith became a statue, her face a frozen mask of horror. Little is known of the champion since that final battle. However, Hawk's story lives on in legend and song. Memories of the indelible changes the champion of Kirkwall brought to the face of Thedas. The Mage Rebellion in Kirkwall was felt throughout Thedas, the news spreading like wildfire. The Templars clamped down in response, but each new restriction only made things worse. Led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, the mages voted for independence. The Circle of Magi would govern itself, without the Chantry and especially without the Templars. The result was cataclysmic. 2 circles were destroyed. Those within killed to the last mage, before the rest fled into the wilderness. Perhaps the mighty Empire of Orlais could have intervened in the war before it began, but that was not to be. Grand Duke Espard began a deadly civil war against Empress Celine, vying for the Orlesian throne. The mages were offered safe haven in neighboring Ferelden, but the Templars followed, and so their battles spread across all of Thedas. As head of the Chantry, Divine Justinia ordered the Templars to stand down. They refused, declaring their own independence. Thus, the war began in earnest. Templars hunting mages, mages fighting Templars. Their clashes wreaked untold destruction, and all sense of order was falling to pieces. Divine Justinia made one final desperate bid to end the war. She approached the leaders of both sides and convinced them to come to a conclave held on neutral ground. With the Chantry to mediate, mages and Templars will talk for the first time since this all began. It is our last, and perhaps our only, chance for peace.
Right, there we go. Time to start Inquisition. Hello. Not really full screen. That's kind of annoying. There we go. Okay. That is the story so far. So that's everything, all the choices we made through Dragon Age Origin and Dragon Age 2, which have minor implications. It's mainly, like Easter eggs and callbacks for you to be a bit more engrossed in the story, but it's not impactful to a great extent, except for some instances in Inquisition. In Dragon Age 2, definitely not as impactful, it's just mainly cameos. But we can finally play with a controller as well, which is significantly better. Now, we will start a new game, and it will be difficult, because what the DLC for this did a really wonderful thing, and that introduced a whole bunch of modifiers for the game, and it made it kind of challenging. So, we get to import our data. Perfect. Right? So that's everything we set up and what we just watched. Then we get to pick our race, right? I'm pretty plain. I like playing as humans and as males, as that is what I am. Right. Then we have a few other choices. We can be a mage, we can be a sword and shield warrior, 200 warrior, an archer, or a dual wielder. I'm probably going to go with archery. I think that I have the most fun with archery. Again, the well, it's understandable, you know, having proper collusion and everything with party members and that. Being melee sometimes feels like you're just trying to chase everything down, and I very much like to just stand still or move a little bit and shoot. Now, difficulty, we are going to go custom, and this is where we can set all the modifiers. So I'm going to leave friendly fire off, right? Because I feel like it just limits the abilities you want to take and the builds you want to make, right? But we do want to put on the majority of these trials. Now, generally speaking, you don't really want to play with them till after you do the intro area, but we'll see. If it's too difficult, you can always turn them off from the menu, but they are quite challenging, right? Fair Weathered Friends is approval changes, so if you do something less than agreeable, right, it doubles down. But you can also see there, it slightly increases the chance of receiving special shipment reward in your stronghold, and slightly is right? Take it slow, I don't really like. I want the gain skills. Travel light is very, very challenging, right? All supply caches, which are like potion refills. So until you're established, that's really bad as well. Same with rub some dirt in it just makes healing potions obsolete, right? Rest easy, lose all your focus every time you rest. General, actual RPG mechanic, right? But I guess making it somewhat difficult. This one, walk softly. So this introduces scaling, which is really good. No, there we go. Even ground is scaling. Either way, we want both. Walk softly is some enemies can be promoted and become elites, and that is very devastating in the opening area. So we'll try with some of these on. I do want to put them on for the majority of the game, but yeah, if it's too challenging, we'll have to turn them off, right? We'll probably just leave off, take it slow, and Fair Weathered Friends, because I like keeping all the party members happy, and I don't want to have to, you know, Google all the choices and make sure I make the best choices or the most successful choices, right? But other than that, we are doing Nightmare with the majority of more difficult modifiers. These are, I mean, take it slow is obviously going to impact how you do, but again, I want to max. Alright, and so I have to remember Xbox controller because I'm using PS5. So X is square. Hope that was correct. And then, yeah, import the world state. Here we go. I don't know why the mouse is still showing up. Windowed full screen. Always a mystery. I don't know, the preset faces to me are just awful. We'll see how long it takes us to make one. Nope. X to customize. Face seems a bit long. Yeah. My complexion's sort of like that. Too weathered. Though for a lot of the renderings, these don't appear as they appear here. Eye color I don't really care about. I don't know, we'll go with nice, I don't know, they're blue or something? You know, I've always wanted blue eyes. Oh, there we go, lighter eyes. Alright. Really tells you the times. You know what, I don't mind shaven. We'll go with that for now. That makes the face shape awful, though. Hair color, a little bit darker. Not red, though. It's just black. There's grey. I guess we're going with dark brown. Beard. Have some stubble. Now, do we want to be American or British, basically?
Completely true. As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
You leave me no choice.
Everything you've heard, completely true.
Everything you've heard, completely true.
Seems a little bit more suiting. Ugh. That's not horrible. Such a big forehead. where's... I want to do like shapes, not size. Here we go. Crazy eyes. Yeah. Not bad. Definitely not the crazy eyes. I can always mess around with it later. A bit more. I wish there was a save presets. I generally make a very similar look every single time, and I have to do it from memory. This one I can always remember, because I usually go with the one before the teeth. For RP reasons, I usually like taking all tattoos and scars off, and slowly giving them over the course of the game. Very, like, impactful acts. We will add stuff. I mean, lip shine. Yeah, makeup. Aside from the ears, I'm gonna say this is a fine starting point. Oh, is it position? Ugh. Nope. Angle. Is there a way to change angle? Just like that. Ears are weird, right? When you can see them. Just put them in slightly. Now they just look off to me. Ah. That'll do, right? Yeah. That'll do. Oh, God. A, B. Right. Y is triangle, I want to say. Okay. X is square. Well, Maxwell's fine. But we will definitely give him a facelift at some point. I could spend like an hour or two tweaking it.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
Oh, I must have turned off tone, I think. But, be a bit stoic. No idea what's really going on.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't.
What'd you call me?
I don't know what that is, or how
Sorry.
it got there.
You're lying.
Aussie.
We need him, Cassandra.
Oh no, there is tone dialogues. Alright, we will probably turn them off though. I am very
I
confused.
don't understand.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then
Oh,
woman.
we should change
A
eyebrows.
woman?
she
Mine are a bit thicker.
reached out to me. But then... Yeah,
Go to the Ford Camp, Liliana. I will take him to the rift.
what did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach.
Not bad.
It's
Regretting
a
the eye
massive
color
rift
choice.
into the world of demons that
Ah.
grows larger with each passing hour.
I thought I was
It's
in a
not
good
the
position
only
with
such
some of the subtitles cut off.
Just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that.
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
I understand.
Then
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
I'd say we'd be mostly conniving. Say what you want to hear, but really we're looking for a way to escape.
they have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
Ooh, that's kind of a long loading screen. In a place I don't quite remember. Fingers crossed. There are a few mods installed. And now they're a little worrisome. We can hear everything. I don't know if I'm actually moving. No, well, start doesn't work at the very least. Well, oh, there we go. Alright. Move, control camera, usual.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
Ooh. pulse. Remember, the pulse is kind of annoying, because in the other games you could just hold something down. Also covering the quest. Yeah. Bad, because I'm pretty sure all the corners are taken in this. I suppose I could go slightly below the quest box. It's the cheekbones, I think.
Pulses are
No, I
coming
don't like with the
faster
face.
now.
As it's so pronounced.
The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No Stay behind me!
Right, okay. I mean, yeah. Very tacky. The things might be a little bit slow to start.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
All right. Have it your way.
Wait. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless.
Have a better bow?
I should remember you agreed to come willingly.
Alright,
Take these
HP potions really don't
Nathan
matter as
knows
well.
what we will face.
We have the
Where
the
are
trial
all
on,
those
that makes them
soldiers?
heal nothing.
At the forward camp. Or
Pretty sure it
fire.
doesn't affect the other
We are
craft
on our
builds,
own for now.
but because you get a set supply of HP potions. What I should do is save a lot as well. So I don't know. I don't think. I'm guessing there's no quick save on a controller. Could be. Yeah, we can't look at key bindings. Fine. Save manually. Cool. I assume I have a loot mod, which is definitely going to help out. Makes me worry a little bit less. Oh, I can't use any of it. Never mind. About the difficulty modifiers. I do want to note that I do not know what mods I have from the last time I went to play. I also don't think we
Watch
get
out!
any bonus from stealth,
If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
as long as she's aggroing. They will probably wreck her HP, or she's gaining armor quite well. Problem is when we run into a upgraded and elite one. That'll be fun. Oh, there's some loot. I'll see if there's a mod to toggle this. I will be spamming it a lot. Oh, but there we go. 2 mods that are definitely worth noting. Quick looting and quick gathering. Basically just cuts out the animation so you don't have to watch them over and over again, since there is a bunch of resources to just run around and collect. And we will be exploring far and wide to loot as much as possible. The one on the hill is the problem.
Up on the hill. It attacks from
Ah.
a distance.
Gonna gain barrier. When we get low, we can stealth. Hopefully avoid. It didn't actually barrier. That's really good.
Back me up!
Where'd she go? Well, it looks like we're actually doing fine. I guess I was wrong about being challenging. Unlike Dragon Age 2, the cooldowns in your health does not reset in between combats, which does make it a little bit more difficult. Can we see the radio menu? We can. Yeah, so we have healing potions that all heal for 1, and you get 2 extra potion slots, it looks like. Oh, we can jump. Loot. They knew what they were doing. Wish there was some more secrets to this map. Oh, there we go. 58 gold. And then we saw some lootable stuff back when the bridge collapsed. Oh, there's some elf roots. Good for healing potions. And there we go. A little bit more gold. Oh, 58. And this one? Is that the... No, that was the pink from before. Yeah, there's anything up the mountain. Those I've never actually explored here. There's probably ore or resources. Crafting, I do remember in this game, is actually very rewarding, quite overpowered. It's definitely worth really exploring. And heading off the beaten track every now and then. Although this is to not be worth it. Unless... something over here. Broken down trees. Backdrop's beautiful. But considering nothing is pinging, I'm going to say no, this was not worth it.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
Oh, I triggered the next area. That's funny. We looted that side of things. No, we didn't. Did we? Did I loot that Templar? I think this is where we were. I'm gonna save. I will have to do that frequently. The elites. We definitely want to pull them separately. Good W. And then just miss completely. Wow, so much for stealthing. The things will actually block shots too, which is kind of cool. Like, just because we're locked onto this one doesn't mean we'll automatically hit it every time. And they can actually block your shots against one another. It's also kind of annoying. Good view. Knowledge so good. Come down. That's... yeah. So if that one gets attacked in melee range, it's a barrier up. Otherwise you can generally pick them off nice and quickly. I want to make sure the modifiers are on. Please, can you? Trials, there we are. Oh yeah, they are. Right, This definitely looks like a lootable area. There we go. That is a nuisance, I do remember. It's jumping and the collector on the same thing. If you're too preemptive, you jump over what you're trying to collect, then it becomes a nightmare loop.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
I loot up over there.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must
It's
help
slip
them.
though. Back to the stairs. Any secrets? At least this way, surely. No, if I could drop. But he definitely wants Barrick. Ah, here we go. This one's an elite. Which is very scary. And makes this actually very difficult. Because there's one that you have to clear. I have no idea which one it is. Advance the cutscene here. Maybe it's this elite one. Well, it's actually not taking too long. That was a weird animation stall there. We do want the bonus XP from this one though. So I keep hitting the wrong one. What will be the weak one that we just finished? Or not. That was actually the elite. Ah, it's this elite. No, it was the other elite. Yeah.
Quickly! Before more come through!
Might have to turn off the really potion one. Trial.
What did you do? I did nothing. The credit is yours. You mean this? Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know.
Eyes are so
Here
lucky.
I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
And what will you do once this is over?
Yes,
One
okay, so he
hopes
likes
those
this
in power
question.
remember who helped, and who did
I
not.
remember there.
Cassandra, you
Right.
should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
Ugh. Don't
This
stare at
way,
my face too
down the
long.
bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
Cool. Research items. System you can never really quite finish, but it seems to have really good intentions. Basically, you turn in monster parts, and eventually you get bonuses against the monsters. There you were quite hard to get a ton of. I definitely have some sort of loot mod added. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the trial for the HP pots. Helps doing it for now, at least. Significantly, you can technically cheese these as well. The only issue, if you're going for the achievements, would be you just lost it, depending on which one you turn off. But like, I can use the potions right now. How do I swap party members with controller? That's the map. Thought it was up and down, but I guess it's not. Or maybe we can't swap yet. I want Cassandra to drink one too, so I can turn it back on. I guess we'll wait. I'm sure I'll explain the tactical menu soon. Also probably... oh, I guess not. Another good point to save.
Demons ahead.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
Lots of demons. Including one that's upgraded. I still want to pick up the other things. Oh, this is going to be tough. Tactical camera. That. We can issue orders. And it's go time. Alright, well, we're screwed. Thank you. Stealth. I need to pick off. They're both elites. That's a shame. Hopefully they manage with the other ones. I remember it not being super impactful. You do the tactics, they're going to get a barrier now, and that's a problem. Oh, using the healing pots. We'll chug through them all though. Which then I suppose at that point we can rub some dirt on. At least we get bonus XP from being elite. Don't hit it. No barrier. Barriers can become very annoying. But we did fine. Only cost us 2 more potions. Nice to see a large amount of starting resources. That'll definitely be helpful. A little worried about the boss though. It's not going to go well. I should turn off travel lights as well. I think with those two off, we'll be able to do this little prologue nice and easy. There's also a difficult fight here. Elites. Also elites. Alright, well, we'll better pick off the lesser ones first. Definitely forgot they can just teleport to you. Hopefully companions don't die. There are combos again, if you combine certain skills. For instance, because the lesser shade was frozen, then we used a detonator style ability. It did extra damage, not that much. A little bit, like as that one's frozen. We had our ability up. Yeah, Shatter. We go, Cassandra did it. Actually, they're doing a lot of damage to this one. So we should pick it off. Fighting will definitely get flashier as we get more abilities. It's the same sort of flaw as the other games as well, where you start with nothing. It feels a little bit tedious, and also more difficult than it necessarily should be. Except for actually, Origins gave you a decent amount of stuff to work with at the start, actually. There's two abilities, one to run away, one to do a little bit extra damage. Kind of meh.
So, I take it you're from the Free Marches.
I always miss these.
Accent. I'm from Kirkwall, but you're from, further east, maybe?
Yeah.
That's quite the ear you have.
I'm all kinds of impressive.
Nice having the little dialogue like that. I don't think they use it very much in the game though, because I guess they didn't want people to, miss out on too much. So far, we've not gone stuck on any of the fights. That's nice.
Are you doing all right?
Oh, there you go. Oh, fruits.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Looks like you can get all the way up, yeah? Ah, and there it is. A little bit extra gold. And deceased body. They should have just went nuts and stuck a dragon somewhere here. Absolutely screw you over. Like one of the dragons you fight later, just as a, yeah, you can't do this type moment. Follow the glow. In these little ruins? Nope. Seems like that's kind of secret. The scenery. Should definitely look up if there's a quick save button. Even if it's on keyboard, I can just use it anyway. I want them to fight that, so I can pick off the wisp. Maybe I just pick off the wisp. Good. Calm down. Now before I take too much damage. Got the other one. Seems they're tanking the elites. No, Cassandra still got it. Alright, we might level before we actually reach the point where you're meant to level. I think it was about to come after me. There we go, taunted. It's actually doing alright. I do remember them tearing through her. I think turn some of the trials off. On.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Yes, and then we finally get some skills to play around with. Nice thing about human is you get 1 extra point to start off with. There is no attribute system, I believe. Pretty sure there's no attribute system. And there's just equipment and whatnot. It's just all the skills you unlock. Probably there's lootables. Yeah, there we go. A little nugget of iron. Anything else? Fine.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly! They keep coming! Help us!
Ah, it's buried. How long it takes to eat through it. The problem is it will loop, because by the time you get through it, the cooldown it has is back up.
Hurry! Use the mark!
I don't really want to. Curious, can I? No, I can't see. How many elites were off? Because you can level before you get to this point, otherwise this just gets you a guaranteed level. Also triggers a cutscene, so that's why I'm looking around. Yes, it wants us to level up. Alright, so we have 4 different skill trees, and then you get spec 1 as well. Now, I like... Where are they, actually? The poison is definitely useful. Oh, it's all the way down there. Oh, yeah, throwing blades is what we want to get to. Annoyingly, you have to go through caltrops, which I don't like. Although they're kind of useful. They do decent damage. But with the 2 points, I feel it's almost necessary to take the poison weapons and the leeching poison. Way to heal. I suppose I haven't really looked around. Main stealth, that doesn't really matter until you get over the ambush. There we are. Yeah, when you're a stealth, you gain extra damage. Shadow Strike's also really good. Otherwise, we grab arrows stuff as well. Be Burst Blood into Explosive Shot or Leaping Shot, which is a good way to run away. So it can do 600% weapon damage, which makes it really good. You can also grab a perk. 900 at 25, or it can hit multiple enemies, basically. Scraping shots is probably what I want to get to most. Yeah. We'll try it. I feel like it's gonna bite me in the ass. Grab it now. Alright. One leaping shot on there.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for a moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Against big enemies, it's really good. Here's our resupply. And some loots. Don't know why I'm getting so much other good stuff. Oh, and we glitched the falling animation. What did we even get? We got a purple thing. Not a weapon, though. Ring or a necklace, maybe? Must be. Ah. 3 spec medallions, basically. 1 for each character that we have so far. That's my understanding. We don't actually have to use them. We are getting full up on inventory though. And we still can't use any. Oh, we can use some of the armor. On the wonky helmet. I don't know why, but all the helmets are like way too big. Price level 3. Level 4. Fine. I definitely am turning that off. Yeah, I have no idea, but the helmets, they look so stupid in this game. All of them are massive for no reason. At least in my opinion. Oh, there it is. Why is it in interface? That's a weird one. We'll listen to them for a little bit.
You, Cassandra, and the Most Holy? Haven't you all done enough already?
You are not in command here.
Enough! I will not have it! Ah! Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the Most Holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first place! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
He means well, Chancellor Roderick.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Well, technically mine, no? That's good to have scapegoats. Always gotta check back the way we can. Oh, this looks like it'll just be death. I don't really want to get stuck somewhere. I feel like I'm missing a way to sprint.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path
I
to
can't
the
remember if
temple
that's in my
lies
head
just
or an actual
beyond.
thing.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Yeah, they're
Part
not
of
that
an old
slow.
mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
almost jumped off. And I forgot there. A little bit slow. One down. There I go. God, now I have a long way to climb. Careful where you jump. At least it's not death. It seems like they're dealing with the elite slowly. Still going? Yeah, they're still going. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, 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 no. We have to climb back up. Bet she didn't climb down. One at a time. No loot though from them. Fine. Nice eerie mine. Out of the way, please. Thank you, Mr. Egg. And a few things to loot in here. I'm guessing it's going to be more resources. And I need to be saving more. And always get the surprise attack in. I can use myself as a meat shield for a little bit. Good, no more elites. That was not much damage. What we want is more of the research items, because you also gain experience from turning them in.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others
Nor do they look like soldiers.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
They
I'm
look
leaving
more like
that to the
laborers.
man with the glowing hand.
Stealth.
Lieutenant, you're alive.
And we set up. The fear demons are cool in this. Dang it. Oh, I did just. Yeah, we're gonna get stunned now. Stay away from their AoEs.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind
The
us is
soulless
clear
approval
for the
there
moment.
seems interesting.
Go, while you still can.
At once.
But I suppose he
Quickly,
also
let's
likes
move.
you doing the right thing.
The path
Because he
ahead
thinks
appears
everything
to be
he's
clear
doing
of
is
demons
justified as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
No level.
Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
Definitely need to heal up a little. Ah, there we go. We can swap party members now. Well, that one was a lot of damage.
Holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
The Temple of Sacred
It feels
Ashes.
like Liliana was meant to be part of this mission.
That is where
Did
you
you get
walked out
involved
of
with
the
Cullen?
Fade, and
Going the
our
other way?
soldiers found you. They say
She
a
also
woman
suggests
was in the
that-
rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Aha. I'll get up there. Nothing to loot? Vaguely. Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember. Home of Masterwork Crafting. That's interesting. The loot is kind of excessive. I mean, it's not fantastic loot anyway. And again, once you get crafting, that sort of just overshadows it all. Anyway. I've always hated the dialogue here. Because there's no decent choice. All of them make you seem kind of like an idiot.
Breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm assuming you have a plan to get me up there.
Even
No.
that is...
This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
That voice should sound familiar.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
Don't want to move too fast. There's interactions. Like the red lyrium?
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
You can also just jump down past everything if you really wanted. Alright. There this goes.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Kill him now.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
That's an oopsie.
Now!
That's right, we're doing that. No damage.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
I thought you could damage it in initial. You got
The demon
break
is
its armor,
vulnerable. Now!
then shoot it a bunch. And no, we're still doing hardly any damage. As long as other people basically just wait for this to shut and spam it. Yeah, like that.
More coming through the rift.
You have to pick off the ads. Completely evade what I'm doing. Ah, but Liliana is tanking. I don't think they have infinite health, but they definitely have a lot. As long as they pull aggro, we'll be fine. Do that. Sandra back up. And then get the flip out of here. I need to be able to click on the rift again. Seems to be going well. Good. We didn't actually need the HP pots. The shade waves are the issue. Good. Hopefully it's not coming up to me. It looks like it's going up to Solus. What I need to do is get these up. I only really have time for one though, unfortunately. They're on no HP anyway. Looks like we'll have it. That was a clean dodge. I don't know if the stealth animation actually was the reason, but it looked pretty clean. So this should not be it, apparently. Alright. Don't turn your attention to me, please.
Now! Seal the rift!
Ah, we didn't get the loot. Every now and then, it does drop. Oh, well.
Do it!
I think we would have been fine with the trials on. Have to stealth effectively.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
And the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Loot. Glorious. Oh no, hardly anything. Alright. Don't read anything. Never read anything until you get the upgrades. Because each of these are worth a decent chunk of XP. Especially if you leave them around. But you can loot. Looting is important. Schematic's nice. I do need to hit a shop and sell. I don't think you can sell till after though. And we also leveled. Guess I can spend it now, the points. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll continue. We'll continue taking archery skills, I think. Or we could go down stealth, actually. Look for ambush. Almost too easy. Attacks on panic or sleeping automatically crits. Threat reduction is also nice as well. Eh. Nothing we can grab is kind of straight damage, except for that, the first blood. Alright, you know what, we'll go stealth. We'll do flanking. Easy to miss. We have schematics to craft. Good. Yes, it is me.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
I would like to trade with you. Oh, well. We can go on a looting spree, but you have access to this area for quite a while. I suppose we should come back. I don't think there's anything that it disappears. I'm pretty sure it's all one state. We'll continue with the story, and I will go on a looting gremlin spree.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard he was supposed to close it.
Prisoner one day, savior the next. Oh, I'm guessing that's something to read. Usually always something to read. Let's say no to a big chest though.
Chancellor Broderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with this.
Have you gone completely mad? He should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The prisoner failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
I don't want to affirm or deny it. We'll go with...
So you've changed your mind about me?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Is
you know
now.
what this is, Chancellor? A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Doesn't quite make
us
sense
fix this
saying that
before
after
it's
the
too
questioning. Well, we can say they convinced us. They made Cullen look way too cool. And then you only get to use him once. Should have been a companion. Thieves' tools on the belt is cool. Well, I've never noticed that detail before. Whew, there we go. Prologue complete. Inquisition formed, and a bunch of looting and exploration to basically do. There's a lot to do at the camp. We definitely do want to run around and grab everything before we head out on the first normal-ish mission. So I do want to find a shop and sell stuff. Probably where we'll go first. Well, it's kind of backwards because I know where most of the looting spots are. Ooh.
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're him. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials. So I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Sounds good.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Don't really need your backstory or anything, but yeah, so we have to find X things.
You find
turn
anything
them
we
in.
need, let me know.
They're basically just mini quests for extra experience. Our speeds are also really nice, so we can craft our gear. Always stuff behind houses. Yeah, only a little bit though. And I'm guessing this is too tall for me to jump over. Yep. Alright, back round we go. It is very important we loot everything. We can also talk to Solus and Varric. Ooh. Not reading stuff yet though. Gosh, just getting free XP. Right. I will save before companion dialogue, I think. Okay, so I really screwed up.
So, now that
I shouldn't.
Cassandra's out of earshot,
I think I know the characters well enough.
I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
It's one of these two.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself
Technically,
out.
he's the unsung hero, right? Because out of all the characters in Dragon Age, he will, well, I assume with Veilguard, save the world thrice, right? Sunken yet, or we need to close. Or I was fortunate. I feel like it hasn't sunken yet.
I'm still not sure I believe that any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something?
I've read your Tale of the
We
Champion.
might, though,
I have a
because
few
this is all
questions.
just lore-based.
That's a pretty common
Let's
reaction.
get past it.
Go ahead.
But I do remember... Yeah, there we go. Orsino's fate made no sense. He questioned some bad things, I'm pretty sure it goes wrong. It's nice that you can get little checkups on everyone.
Need something?
Yeah, so you get, like, codexes and everything.
Bartrand brought it back to the surface. I've written to every It also turned...
Yeah, for the most part, I think we'll just
Someone
spam through that. If it has a proper cutscene, then it will be proper. But like that, we got a fine red lyrium quest from it.
You want to talk about me? I'm flat.
So it is important that you do go through everything.
I can't tell you. It's the one story I'll never tell. And despite whatever you've heard, the Seeker had quite... In my spare time, I manage a spy. Me, I hope. Most of that's...
But if we did, you know, did here going through all the dialogue, would take quite a while. I think it's the right thing to do. Right, so we have Egghead to talk to. Stuff to read.
Just like you asked, Flitter.
Can I get you?
Review. Oh.
Goodbye.
Pretty sure it's just Requisition Lady and the Apothecary that are the important people to talk to.
The chosen of Andraste.
I didn't save. Ugh.
A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Ah, God. I know it's not the middle ground. It's definitely affirm or deny.
I didn't ask for this. But someone has to find a way to seal this breach.
I think he likes you being purposeful.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical.
Just endorse spirits. He's like a better Meryl.
I've journeyed deep
sometimes.
into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost
More
civilizations.
wizened Meryl? That's probably a
I've
better way.
watched as hosts of spirits
Meryl
clashed
with
to reenact
charisma.
the bloody
Yeah,
past
there
in
we go.
ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of
And
time
always
has a
deflect
history.
with questions.
Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against
We're
your...
guessing correctly.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope
Although
either
maybe
the
you got
mages
more
or the
approval from the other
Templars
one.
have the power to seal the breach.
Alright, and then same thing again.
Closing
So if
the
there's no
breach is our primary
cutscene,
goal. Any
we will
artifact of such power
spam
is
through.
dangerous. The destruction of the... I will not believe it destroyed until I... In any case, a great deal from my wanderings. But your mark allowed... Imagine if spirits entered freely. I am glad that I...
So easy to get his
Spirits
approval
wish
up.
to join the living. But the question is...
Well, I'm pretty sure you can cheese soulless.
I'd like to know
why.
Maybe. Do I need a reason? Respect you.
Why not?
Ah, it's fine. We got so much other approval.
I treasured my dreams. I learned how to control... Second, if our enemies destroy the world, I would have no... You have chosen a path, the best of the battlefield. I saw Alistair in the... It is the Fade. Spirits of purpose, wisdom and purpose
No.
are too easily twisted to pride
Can they
and
be your
desire.
friends? That's amazing. I think it's just that's amazing.
Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her face? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Yeah.
Hello.
So easy to make him love you. Though generally speaking, I do agree with most of the talk about spirits. Yoink.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Then let's help
Is there
out.
anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me.
Not really.
I wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's...
Not yet, at least.
Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Sure thing. I think you have to do the order as well. Yeah. We can upgrade. We can order. So yeah, we don't care about healing potions. Right? Because I will turn the trial back on. Drop some dirt in it and travel light. So all healing potions heal 1 health. I can't remember if that affects the regeneration potions. I'm going to say hopefully no. And you can't change that. We definitely want regen. I suppose we can check once we're in the field. And then you do have to craft them. Eventually we'll want the other slot. But will be important. Well, I'm not going to invest resource until we know you can upgrade them. Loot. There's probably stuff to read in this house. Yeah. We're looking for someone to sell to. Oh, there's some more elf roots. I feel like we can get adequately geared before we head to the first mission.
Have you heard about the refugees out in the hinterlands near Redcliffe?
Ooh. Your shop should be open now, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Yes, you sell very good stuff. Very expensive stuff, though. Alright, question is, what do we keep? A lot of it we don't need. Oh, masterwork crafting. Curious about that one. Amulets. Probably until we equip everyone. I don't think you can do that. Can you? Can I swap characters? It looks of it, no. Oh, you can. How do I do that? Down. Alright, well that's better. You can equip stuff and then sell stuff. Move to valuables, which is weird because then that's the stuff you're selling. Bow the dragons. everything will get immensely outscaled quickly, so I do not feel bad using any of the good stuff. F trigger. Right, and this little stuff we can sell. Well, I suppose I should equip a few things. If they look wonky as. Oh, you're not level 4. That's interesting. I wonder why it's white then. I do also have a mod that removes all equipment restrictions. Well, except for Varric. No, I think you still can. No, you can't. Yeah. Mainly for armor. Alright, well. We'll get better stuff, so I think I'm just going to sell everything. Maybe not the staff, or the longbow, or the mercenary blade. Everything else can go. And same for armor. Weird helmet. Level 4. Guess we'll hold on to that. Well, let's use that. No, it'll be level 4. Level 6. Yeah, so some of this stuff doesn't matter. I like his look too much to... Oh, actually, that's all the apprentice stuff, that's why. He has 50 on. Yeah, they're not his style. That is, though. We gotta do some style points. Definitely not our style. Not bad. Soulless. That's also not that bad. Alright, and then mostly just junk. Everything else. I do think at the end of the day I'll probably just end up crafting and making people gear that way. We need money for recipes then, more than anything. I do want to do the accessories though. No, magic defense. Health is fine for us. Health for Cassandra. Melee defense, so he's not squishy. Barrier penetration. Cassandra can have both attack rings. We will have the crit chance ring. And everything else can go to the junk. Yeah, that'll do for now. Somewhat equipped. What I do want to see is that Mastercraft. I assume it just unlocks stuff. Unmark for sale. Move to valuables, move to valuables. Let's see how this works. A quick sell. We go to valuables. There is a sell all, but this is in there. I suppose I can buy it back. That's the easier way. If it is something important for now. There we go. Our inventory is all nice and cleaned up. I do think you have stuff to say though, right?
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
You must speak.
I imagine it. If I stay here...
And there's a quest down there. There's stuff to loot over here. I'm pretty sure you can go out pretty far. Like, this is actually quite a large map. There's a little hub area. Oh, there's a chest. That's what we're looking for. Maybe a decent bow. And want evade, I think, actually, because I think you can spam that for movement. I think that's the quickest way to move. That or the stealth buff.
I spoke with Commander Klloo.
And these doors are openable? There we go.
mages have been quiet since their attack on Conclave.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better forces. Seek Pentagon might try to...
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
That would be nice.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Then it turned down the
If I want something,
ambient sound.
what can you make?
Start simple.
So this is a loud area.
Take a look at it on the table.
We do want to hear dialogue a bit better.
You'll need materials.
As I talk
you should
over
have
it.
what you want just outside.
Alright, let's take care of that. Audio. I'm down to like 80. Bit less for the sound effects. No. Yeah, I do. So 70, 80, 60. Alright, so I have some armor made and equip stuff, but I believe he also has, yeah, so he sells the renewals, which are good. I will buy the cheap one. Right, they allow you to respec or respec any of the other characters. Definitely impactful. I don't remember if that's DLC or mod. We can craft armor here. Ugh. Then we can modify armor as well. Modify armor and weapons, which is a nice system.
Let me know.
We'll craft weapons. And generally speaking, you can make really good stuff. I don't think we have to do any as part of the quest. Just go into all the menus. Nope, we do. Journal. Haven. Right, make some armor, modify some armor. Fine, we can do that. We use medium armor mostly. Way. I mean, I don't mind that. Right, like a ghillie suit. It's more armor overall. But I don't think you get that great bonuses with, yeah, medals. It's probably the scout coat that I actually want to make. We get to pick the color. And we get to pick a bonus. Mainly magic bonus, it looks like. Under when hit. Don't quite know what that actually means. There we go. Bleeding scout coat. And you can name here. Just, if you want. Then we can apply the arms, and you can apply some legs, and you can also apply runes like normal. Done, piece by piece. And generally speaking, making armor leads to it being significantly better than anything else you can do. I do like the look of this, obviously. Better. That'll do for now. Alright. A bit more exploring to do and resources to grab. Yeah, so there's a bunch of like iron, and all the different areas have different resources for you to grab. Little loot box. And I believe there's a bigger chest. Be another. There's 3 here, I believe.
We cannot stay here.
But we mainly want the schematics. There we go.
Because we're Templars.
Fight amongst ourselves instead of protecting the mages. Yes.
I don't really care about a lot of people's side stories. Unless they have quests. I mean, you can also hunt critters for their fur and pelt. And when the mini-map goes like that, secrets afoot. Also an interesting system. There's the notes for the quests. And then we also need to find a logging camp, which there is one in Haven. We will definitely nab it. Along with the best place to farm iron. And you just teleport in and out. I think you can also just reload. Grab it all. I don't remember if there's a chance from harvesting to get the better version stuff as well. Here's the logging camp for us. Now we can do that requisition. And we should be able to fast travel. Duffalo, unupgraded. If I can remember how to get to the map, that is. Ooh. Interesting. There we go. Whenever I clicked, ended up pausing the game, I guess, some way. Console menu, maybe. How do I go? God. I guess we can't go to the world map, actually. No, yeah, we can. Why? But I cannot teleport back. That's interesting. Annoying. Alright, well, never mind. We will run back. I think I can also... Let's... I don't know if it's truly that quick. On some rams. Good farm XP. Well, it'll generally be slow. You can also hunt the elite ones. And a quick turn into the backward flip. I think I should be able to. Let's see. I go the wrong way. No. But I don't know if it's actually quicker for traveling. A little nug. He didn't even drop anything. You're free XP, and we're kind of close.
Come on, you've
Oh, that was the wrong way.
should be pulling plows.
Didn't all grow up with fancy noble horses on the back.
Right, but we can report to the Chantry. I can't remember if it forces you automatically to begin the next area. It is pseudo open world. But the map still opens up somewhat slowly. Got the quest done.
Inquisition can use that.
No loot back here. I think I did actually.
Children and helping old men through the winter cold.
Cool. Loading in as the cutscene plays.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor.
I probably could have gotten approval there.
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montellier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That was quick.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our
Imprison
options.
him.
Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Alright, so operations. This map area has a lot of meaningful things. One, got the different areas you can travel to. And then also little quests will pop up. War table missions.
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
Well, there's the
I am
perks.
not
And then you also have
convinced
perks,
we are
which is another
prepared
upgrade
for the
system.
full scrutiny
But for
of
me, the
our
very
value.
important ones to go through the Underworld knowledge, the Arcane knowledge, all the knowledge perks. So they give you 50% extra experience per codex, which I think with all four you get 200 XP per codex, which definitely just ramps up the levels nice and quickly. But we don't really have much choice in what we can do. You can only travel to the hinterlands. You get to scout it, which basically unlocks the area for us to explore. They're quite large maps, but not true open world. There we go, there's Scout Harding, who will make a more impactful appearance in the Veilguard, the 4th installment. Alright, so new area unlocked, and then venture forth. I do love the tarot cards. I hope they continue that. Nice artistic choice.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's an honor to meet you, my lord. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and...
No, never mind.
Yeah, the books he writes.
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thedas.
Oh, wonderful.
The hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Alright, so very, very big maps. Basically follow the story for a little while, and then systematically go through them and clear. That's generally the best way to do it. We have our little like camp stations. We can run around and we can collect all the camps, but there's definitely portions of the area that will just wreck your world. Basically, the scaling works. The things will
Dispatch for you.
reach your level, but there are stuff that's way above your level. You can also pick up reports in each area, and you can cheese these. I probably should have, because there are ones that are kind of hard to get, and there's ones that are not worth the resources. But you can resource farm to get perks, and I might just do that for the initial ones, which is generally what I do for the playthroughs. There's a few things I like to set up and cheese, in a sense. But we'll see how this fight goes.
Watch your step.
Oh. Ah, I missed the chest. Oh well.
Mother Giselle cannot be far.
This is usually difficult. We might have to run around and do some other stuff. Or engaging.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the
It
refugees.
all depends on who gets
Looks like
upgraded.
I could use a hand.
The mage is the worst, again, because of barrier looping.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
No, we seem to be doing fine. Yeah, the spell swords are upgraded, that's a good sign. There'll be a mage somewhere as well. Oh, right there. Ah, the mage is upgraded too. The traps are the worst. I should be able to get Cassandra up though. Chug potions like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, and then we get buffed. Eat through the barrier. I'm screwed if I try to rezo though. But I think she'll pop these. Oh, there we go, phased away. They will explode. Little mines. But so far, not so bad. I think there's 2 waves of each. If only they gave you a little bit of rest in between.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Yeah. Try and pick off whoever we can. You can gain armor, yeah, before the barrier runs out. Be fine. Nope, never mind. Oh, that's not good. Alright. This is where we do have to cheese it a little bit. These potions don't work. They do have an aggro range, so you can de-aggro, res everyone, go to a camp, rest up, and come back. Is what we will do. Okay. I don't know why I keep clicking on the controller, but keeps deselecting the game. Yeah, so you just travel back to the camp, And miraculously, everyone's fully healed up. And I believe the quest picks up from where we were.
Nothing to report, sir.
In fact, I can even try and grab the chest wherever it is now. But again, once you get skills and you actually have a toolkit to deal with all these problems, then it's good difficulty. Not just bad difficulty. Is what I'd call it now. Where things are just hard for the sake of hard. And your enemies have more ways to deal with you than you have to deal with them. And then eventually it'll become overpowered. You just tear through everything. Yeah, they grouped up now. Deal with the archer. Hopefully, Cassandra can tank. We might have to do it one more time. Depending again, which of the characters gets the elite status. Oh, there goes Barrack. So tanky. This will probably not go well. Yeah, we don't have the damage for this. Oh well. Yes, yes. I suppose I can turn the potion back on, but even that doesn't really help for that much right now. We could also run around and do other stuff and level. But opening up this first area is kind of impactful. I can also level them. That's probably something I should do. And they actually get skills. What do we have? Armor bonus up, charging ball. Well, just straight armor bonus seems good. Damage bonus, not so much. Warcry. Guard per enemy, that's what you really want. And we have behavior. There should really be a way to disable it. But considering the healing potions do nothing, that should be the correct thing to do. Alright, and then you need to continue helping out. Revival is nice to get, and the barrier stuff is good to get. With passives, cooldown reduction, and an increase the duration. No, we'll just go with Dispel. We have Varric as well. You can definitely have the poison upgrade though, because they can be pretty smart with that. Alright, round 2. No, 3. Oh, take a little bit of damage. We also pull them out a little bit. That helps too, because then we won't have to fight the next wave straight away. We want stealth up. It's also good because they stay damaged. Or you can come at me. The shield is annoying though. Wait till they're knocked down like that. Alright. That's just the extremely tanky one. Hopefully shouldn't do that much damage. Do want to loot. Ah, the other loot's gone away. I think that's what happens if you rest. The loot goes away. There's so much armor to get through first. Oh, well, the loot was actually really worth it. At least he himself does not do a lot of damage. There we go. Hopefully we do enough before he re-tanks up. Just need to stop moving closer. You do extra damage the further away we are, I believe. Oh, good. Blocked. Alright. Now mages again.
It's
there we go. Nope.
done.
Oh no. Never mind. I thought it was 2 of each. It's just 1. Of the mages. Now, our territory.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy.
You're in the wrong army
Allow
with that
them to
mindset,
ease
soldier.
your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
What you said to that soldier?
We do not teach that magic is evil. We teach that pride is evil, and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
You want me to appeal to them?
If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is their unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven, and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Good. Influence is growing. And we also have a new little area for
Corporal
quests.
Veil is
That's
coordinating
looting as
the
well.
Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Again, I don't want to read anything. I think I will farm up materials to do the requisitions nice and quickly. You also have a little side objectives like this. Claiming areas. Landmarks discovered. They're also very much worth completing in full. Here's a little shop. There it is. Alright, because we definitely have stuff to sell again. You might have interesting things to buy. Yeah, like stuff for Varric. Actually, it does not cost a lot. It's nice that we can upgrade. He sells infinite materials, which actually helps the farming go smoother. And fire grenades, we'll buy it because it's cheap. And then we can sell some stuff. Keep the amulets and everything and the resources.
What do you mean?
Alright, so we've got a bunch of quests we can pick up.
Please, somebody, my wife needs help.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath, like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Done. We also kind of want to go around and recruit all the main party members as well. While clearing the areas, so that way you can get their approval and everything.
Gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply. But if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
You were concerned about refugees starving?
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill.
Yeah, I think he just directs us to all the other quests we've already grabbed. Right, like cold. Didn't tell me about the Templar's mages.
Can you tell me about the Templars?
This might lead to
every Templar I've ever known is... The rebels are...
I'll do. Alright, so travel to Veilguard. We need 4 power, which we can get kind of easily by running around. What we can also look at is the requisition we have somewhere. Right, Obsidian and a Crystal Grace, which I think is actually a really bad one. Get off the cuff. But perhaps we can find what we need. Run around for a bit and get some of these side objectives done, I think. don't really know where to find Crystal Grace. Regions discovered, and a new camp to set up, which does add to our power, I believe. Yeah, perfect. And gets us experience. If there was Crystal Grace anywhere, I feel like it'd be here. But it looks like it's all Blood Lotus, unfortunately. We also have Crystal Skull for some mini games.
Who placed a skull out here, and for what purpose?
Good question. Find all the shards, then you can pick them up. There's the last one. But we don't really want to join any of the fighting yet. We accomplish more just by running around. Ugh. Guessing I can buy the obsidian, but the Crystal Grace. And you can't ditch them either. Really annoying. If you save and reload before you grab one, you can do that infinitely until you get one you like. The rifts we do need to close, but they're kind of difficult. Suppose we save and try it. Or get spawned. Again, mostly just dependent on what becomes an elite. Okay, that was interesting. He got flung ages. Alright, but it looks like we'll be fine. Yeah, it doesn't seem like any of them are upgraded. There's always more waves. We have to make sure to pick off easy targets. It's just the whole cluster that ends up being the main problem. But that's it. I believe most of them are only 2 waves. And a level. Perfect. And materials to turn in, which is also great.
That tower is impressive, even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
Most of the loot is just resources, it looks like. It's fine. Go explore the tower. Ooh, okay, apparently you can't walk up that little slope. Need is Crystal Grace, still. Alright. I don't think these give power. I think you only get a bonus once you find all 17. Secret ladder. So nothing we can do, and we'll have to come back at some points. I believe there are quests for this area once you get some of the other companions. There are also a few jumping puzzles now. Alright, we just have to find something to give us the last power. Then we can hit Veilguard and just work on getting the rest of the party members. That's, yeah, gonna hurt. Ooh. As long as they're not elites, I do not fear them. Ah, there was an elite. Right, try and deal with this guy first. Glad you can outrun stuff like that. But we're getting picked off from the elite one. Alright. I'm gonna die here. This is why it's very important to hold on to stealth. At least we can just rest. Get everyone back.
Nothing to report, sir.
Yeah, without healing pots, fights can be very challenging. Okay. What's something easy we can do? Probably run and set up this other camp, maybe. Or that one. Hard to know which rifts are difficult.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
We'll try this one.
Thank you.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
Also probably level. We're at it. We're going off to stealth, I think. Gets us dex, which is extra damage anyway. Up there. Question is... How? No, I think it's through the gate. It'd be crazy. Oh, but as a fear demon. This might be out of our depths. You say yeah. Yeah. Oh. Getting a foothold is definitely the issue at the moment. I think we go back to the base and we see what we can do. But there's a quest here, we might as well grab that.
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Or something anyway. They're blocking the road.
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait until people are vulnerable. Then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves too early. They care more about driving people away than taking loot. They're either stupid, or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups. Some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Good to know.
Thanks for the warning.
We'll wait before we go that way. Alright, let's just come back to Haven, because we have some stuff we can turn in here. Oh. We get a special shipment. Cost of. Oh, never mind. There's nothing in it. Game tricked me. Because I do remember the rewards you get for having trials on are fairly decent. We do need to be on the lookout for them.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Commander!
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you. Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its
You
so-called
survived,
Herald
basically.
of Andraste.
It wasn't kind of dumb to have all the important people at one spot, right?
So far, you're the only one who's insisted we can't work together.
We might, if your Inquisition would recognize the Chantry's authority.
There is no authority until another Divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
Don't let anyone riot while we're gone.
The walls will be standing when you return, I hope.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without...
Alright, main quest there. Well, they just probably stuff for us as well.
How fares your quest to seal the breach?
People are frustrating.
Not as well as it should. How can people focus on trivialities when faced with the breach?
It is easy for us to imagine that mundane matters fall aside in tumultuous times. The Chant of Light does not speak of feeding troops or arranging meetings or any such mundane concerns. But every organizational detail you contend with, Andraste herself once faced. These trivialities are steps on your path to victory, even if history never remembers them.
I appreciate your insight, Mother Giselle.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a difficult path, and there is little enough I can do to aid you. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much.
That should be how we get the last
my
power.
healers to save many lives.
Farewell.
Yeah, perfect. But I grabbed the Blood Lotus when we were by that camp. Well, I'm sure we had some from other places.
So we're heretics, just like that.
But fingers crossed this does net us one more power.
Mother?
Perfect.
We are the Chantry, as much as any Grand Cleric. That prattle from Val Royale isn't the word of the man. It's politics.
When there was no
Still need to
sun,
check on the diplomats and turn in the research items.
there was no earth. You were the earth.
And more stuff to read.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador. If you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claim to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Penticus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in
Good
fact,
diplomat.
trust us to forge new
Those right
alliances
buttons to
to the
push.
benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
May I ask what brought you to work?
The mud people, basically.
Sister
Compared
Liliana
to
approached me. We've been
the other
acquainted
side of
for
the
quite
world.
some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
I'm glad for your help. I have a feeling the Inquisition's going to need it.
I do believe you are correct. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Alright, but more importantly, we can turn in research here.
We will study that.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. No, there we go, we do get influence, but I think you can also upgrade the amount of experience you get from that too. Alright, I'm not going to do the operations though. What we will do is... we can either go to the Chantry. We can unlock... oh, Black Emporium
My
is a
scouts
must.
are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
That will allow me to undergo some plastic surgery. Plus it's just a really good shop to have. I could also grab the coast, which I kind of want. Since I screwed up the requisition in the hinterlands, I'll probably need to do the one at the coast. You know what, we'll go there first. That's the usual party. We don't have anyone else anyway. Though I think we can still get Iron Ball. Because it's just the next interaction outside the Chantry at Haven. I think it's a chantry. Whatever the main room is there.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, your worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Alright. So with this one, we gotta go... Actually, I want to say it right next to the person. We save.
This might interest you, sir.
And then grab it.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Perfect. It's one that we can actually craft. Alright, so then we come over here, craft it. We get a little bit of XP, go back, and rinse and repeat. Till we are the desired level.
I've news, sir.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
That one again, perfect. I think there's an overall better one. You want one that requires ores, and so you can get that very easily. That should be the first level. Perfect. We have to get to 4 anyway.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Oh, she wants to keep handing us the same ones. But it's going to get longer and longer. So this might be something I do in my own time.
This might interest
We'll get to
you, sir.
4 so we can get to the other area.
See for yourself, sir.
Alright, she's just giving us the same one over and over. We must be running out of the other materials though. Yeah. That should be 4 power. Perfect. We can go to Veilguard again now.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Yeah, so now we got Alfred and Spideacre, which is something we can't really do. Especially because it involves hunting specific monsters. And then requiring the actual drops.
This might interest you, sir.
Then you can reset and hope to get something better. We did. To start. But now we definitely need the mining ones. Unless I can buy those resources somewhere. But we will go unlock the area we actually wanted. Back to Haven once again. We'll try and grab... How many is it? I think there's 3 more party members we can grab now. And then I'll do some upkeep stuff in between this and tomorrow. No. Alright, they're still debating. You have to go to Veilguard. It's fine, we have the resources.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm.
Alright. Yeah, 5% XP from killing foes. There's a bunch of early ones I want to grab. Fine. The knowledge is the more important to me. Maybe, actually. Maybe I should look through them. 10% chance to receive extra resources, kind of nice. Increase the search radius. The collection stuff we don't need. That we definitely need. Applied retroactively. That one's nice, actually. You can turn them in, then you can get a bunch of experience later. Fortunately, these are not retroactive. The inventory is what we also want. Fine. Yeah, so we want all the knowledge. We might as well grab. Alright, we can go to Veilguard.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with him.
Well, yeah,
Mother Giselle
don't have many other choices for companions just yet.
Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through. The city still mourns.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Go say hi.
They wish to protect the people? From us?
We knew there would be some kind of reaction.
But I didn't expect the Templars to make an appearance.
The people may just be assuming what the Templars will do. I've heard of no concrete plans.
You think the Order's return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
We're doing all this to get help with the breach. Maybe this is our chance to get the Templars on our side.
Perhaps. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
So much stuff to read, so much free XP. We'll come back.
Stand wary, guardsman.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, no servant of anything beyond his selfish greed.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Old lady, nun, and
Still
personal
yourself.
power.
She is beneath us.
Trifecta over knockout.
What's the meaning of this?
Her claim to authority is an insult, much like your own.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement, raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet, you should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
Just a little menacing there.
What if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Alright. Yeah,
What's that?
Where's
An
it?
arrow with a message?
Friends of Red Jenny.
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her.
Is what
And we have some recruiting to do.
the Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky? Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition...
What do you think?
Haven is a mess, but we won't...
And don't read.
I wish your leaders well.
Read.
My maker, know my heart. Take from... Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
The Inquisition?
So I have a faith I've lost. I can't even look to our temp...
I don't know if that was correct.
I believe that...
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not?
One person,
I have
so
an
we don't see
invitation
him.
for you.
Alright, search.
The Lord Seeker may not think you are a threat, but he's not here.
That's very curious. There's sirens. And
This victory
I don't
must
talk, apparently it's
please
not
you
loud enough to pick up.
greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand?
No.
Do not delude yourself.
Ugh.
Now we have been shown up by our own
Wasn't even the one who decked
in
you.
front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Are you the Maker's chosen, as so many claim?
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Then help. Very simple. Can't reason with the unreasonable. Right, there's stuff we're looking for.
There must be something here.
There was a book or something, yeah. We'll have to come back after we level up a little bit and explore things properly. Now we just focus on the companions. Cafe and the upper market. I assume we can just follow the icons.
Creator, see me near, for I walk only where you would be made. Stand only in places you.
The bards in this are also really nice. Music. Oh, we must move. Right, upper market. Red handkerchief? Someone? That's a book.
What?
Oh wait, no, this is not the upper
Yes,
market.
I'm sorry. Minding the duties of ailing mother have
I think you actually have to
overwhelmed.
teleport on this one. If I go up, change floors, triggers. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and there's the handkerchief. Oh, we can leave now. Fast travel. World map. We have Friends Red Jenny and the Imperial Enchanter.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Everyone's so quick just to blame one another.
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses.
That is true,
if he's
though.
concerned about them at all.
It's a bit
You heard
maniacal.
him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Come. Let us return to Haven.
This shield's weird. Like just a segment of something. Like a giant pot, maybe? Point blank. Of course. One of them's an elite. These fights actually might be a little bit challenging. I can heal. Well, I can. I guess we can finally see. Yeah, okay, so it's all healing potions there. Awful. I mean, technically it does restore HP, it just restores next to nothing. So, this is gonna be fun. Means we need to look at some other potions.
Cassandra! Away with you!
Yeah, going into the next portion of this. All already damaged. Buttoned. Surely there's stuff to loot. No? Just the people?
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk, and then you're just a person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Their lines must have been so fun to record.
Sure, why not? I glow. What's going on?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Why not take a lot more than that? Well, he's gonna have to do a lot of the tanking for us.
Why didn't you take their weapons?
Curious what potion she uses. It must be part of it, especially. Yeah, okay. The guy running around, KOing everyone is a problem. Don't come after me next, please. That was a decent amount. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, I'm gonna stay in stealth till Sarah aggroes that guy. And then I will go res people. Or maybe we just hope that she does enough damage. I'm really worried if I get too close. I'm just gonna get screwed. I'm one hit. Maybe he's stuck. Well, we'll take it, I guess. Because this was being really difficult otherwise. I have no idea what she's doing. Shoots once and then chugs. can probably shoot as well. Doesn't seem like he's aggroing. Alright, well, one way or the other this worked. But we still have a very large health bar to get through as well. Cool. Yeah, right, he's stuck on a body or something because he's aggroed on me now. So, don't upset anything, don't move, just shoot. If he starts running after us, then we're sort of screwed. So I can stealth. Does look like the arrow's kind of knocking him back. He might get unstuck. Yep. Alright, well, Solus goes first. At the very least, draw the barrier. Alright, hopefully that's enough. Andrew tanked up, that helps. Alright, it looks like we'll be fine. Yes, Sandra's gone again. Ooh, he doesn't come after us. Must be the case. Ooh.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
All right, Sarah.
I need more information than that.
I can use you
Not that
and your
anything
friends.
she'd say would be
Yes!
really
Getting good
digestible.
before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Alright, one new companion down. Don't need to change the party yet, though. Might as well grab the breaches. Surely the, yeah. People we killed have proper loot. Eh, not really. Oh, but there is one up there. Ugh, failed that. We seem to be racking up the gold fairly quickly as well. Alright. We have Imperial Enchanter.
Lord Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Everything you heard?
Everything you've heard?
Completely
true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear
We
monk,
would be fine to
how
find him.
unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear?
Question is, did we learn our lesson?
My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate
We
affair.
let them go in the
What
Dragon
would you
Age
have
2
me do with
DLC.
these foolish
They came back to attack us.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
Probably not.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
The loading screens are definitely a little wonky. But there we go. Alright, so 2 new companions. Perfect. I think we can get the Iron Bull. Well, we just go to the Chantry entry. What would you call the building? I was going to call it the Chantry. Generally what their big buildings are.
Come back
Oh,
alive.
no messenger? Oh, I guess a different cutscene will play here.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are
We're not the
powerful,
time to just take
Ambassador,
charge yet,
but more
until we're
desperate than
appointed.
you realize.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave...
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
One of the weird things they do, make them talk in trios.
There is
when
one other matter.
telling you what to do.
Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
Suppose we can try and find him too.
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Alright, leave the War Council. Grab the other quest out here.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclasi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Perfect. Essentially gaining free resources. We go through the normal quests. Makes how much I have to farm. Less. Alright, so we have no perks. We do have a bit of power. Mainly want us to go to Storm Coast. So I will probably do these by myself. I have a mod installed that will allow us to just spam through them.
Nothing yet.
Normally you have to assign a certain amount of people. I think you can do one per advisor. Yeah, one per advisor. Which usually makes it take a decent while. But thankfully there are mods to skip all the timers and instantly complete them.
Varric, you joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
He was very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Alright, let's see what the Bulls can do. There he is in all his glory. Oh. Need to make sure I tag everything. But we should be fine, yeah, because there are a bunch of elites anyway. it looks like he's stuck in the loop as well. Which means he's probably way too damaged. Yeah, we'll just have to pick off the ones we can pick off. I mean, none of his people should die, I think. Well, the one chasing after Solus is probably worrisome. Oh no, I guess that's a helpful guy. Alright, but it looks like we're fine.
Chargers! Stand down! Krim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you could make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have them check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
We had one of the underworld knowledge. I think you get extra
guards
here.
and City Watch.
I'd go closer to spies. But yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Kunari spy, and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that Conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
Plus, it's better if we don't find out later.
From something called the Inquisition? I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
Yes, very true.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Qunari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief?
Definitely less than desirable characters, but then there's also really good characters like Iron Bull and Solus.
Right?
That I feel are being written very well.
We'll meet you back at Haven.
Iron Bull mainly because of the tough choices you have to make. Alright, last thing we'll try and do, I guess, is go grab Blackwall, although I can't quite remember where in the hinterlands he is. Can I not look at the local map? I can't look at... no, can't. Alright, we'll travel there. See where it is. I think it's somewhere we haven't actually established yet. If it's somewhere we can get to straight away, we'll go grab him too. Oh, did I go to Haven? My bad. I did. Both start with H. Ah, no. Can you look at the local map? Yes, if you click on it. So what do we have? The Lone Warden, which is actually near the camp we did grab. Never mind. Perfect. Sandra, Iron Bull, and Solus. Because we're the rogue. Sorry, Varric. Play second fiddle now. I mean, what would be so bad about just having a huge group you could go about with?
Nothing to report, sir.
I'm trying to climb here. Don't want to go the main route because there's probably people we have to fight on the roads. That'll be annoying. Believe you can... yeah, walk across here. Just not into the river.
They will make this a fight, not us. Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said that?
Cool introduction. Well, that was the direction we came
Help or
from.
get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come.
Yeah, even Blackwall's character is very intriguing.
Hold the wall, men. Make them come to me.
As they disperse and don't hold the wall.
Stop and think.
Body evaporates.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I'm here investigating Grey Wardens for the Inquisition. We're seeing if their disappearance has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
So where are the rest of you?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt. That's in the Underfalls, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're
The
absent
nice thing is
almost
most of the
as bad
recruiting
as
also
thinking we're
feels,
involved.
somewhat natural.
If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Perfect. Are we missing anyone? That's what I'm trying to think. 2 mages, 2 rogues, 2 warriors. They usually run in 3s, but I do feel like it's only 2s. There's no characters that are standing out in my head. We'd be missing. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's all the characters, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is a good stopping point for now. I'm going to do some grindy stuff in between this and the next one, and then we'll just focus on clearing areas and doing the quest. You can't really take it area by area until you get a certain point in the story, but I do want to obviously grind levels and get some level of clearance done, for lack of better words. So we'll probably focus on the hinterlands in the next one, and then maybe do a little bit of the story. But yeah, we'll just take it casual, right? We have till end of October, I think was when Veilguard comes out. Which we should be able to finish the game way before then, so we'll have to see. But yeah, we will leave it there for today. So I hope you enjoy. Everyone hanging around or watching the post, thanks as well. On that, we'll leave it there. Yeah.